Alright, welcome back to Bombo Beach. Kiama, New South Wales. We're on the south coast, about 90 minutes just south of Sydney, and we just saw the last heat of round one for the junior boys completed. Meanwhile, here we are with straight into the women's, and it is Minami Nonaka opening her account in fine style, throwing it up into the lip. The Japanese surfer finding her feet in quite some form.
And it looks like all three women are going to choose to surf that north end peak right up here at the top of the cove. You see that nice sweeping cutback. Great form here from the former world junior champ. Is that correct?
I'm just having a look at that. I know she won the ISAs this year. Now we're seeing Brisa Hennessy, the surfer in blue. She's from Hawaii, but she's got a bit of Costa Rican background, upbringing as well. Yeah, another one of the nomads, global traveler. Look at this replay of the little left here. Surfed this wisely, cut back right there and got in the good section and then banged away on that lip. You know, we've talked about that tricky section all day long. The famous surfer a few of you might have heard of who comes from that part of the world, right?
Yeah, there's a guy, I don't know, I think he's bald and lost all his hair and something happened to him.
You? I didn't think you were from Florida. And here goes Caroline Marks. All right, she's already got a half-point wave under her belt. That's going to be a significantly better score. But hopefully she'll have dislodged that one before this heat is through. Here goes Minami Nonaka.
Well, Minami trying to attack that closeout section. That was a tricky one because it was kind of the high road there. So conditions, again, have changed as we watch the replay here. Nice little sweeping cutback. She got a little bobble right there, and you can see it affected her going into this last little closeout section. When she went up top, and it looked like her front foot had slid a little too far forward, and she just came unglued. Brisa right here. Judges rewarding her for that solid closeout move. Heat lead well on one wave.
Yeah, straight back into the fray now. Hopping to get over the dead section now. She's got a nice wall out in front of her. That was a good turn. And plenty of dynamic movement through to the inside. What's she got for us on this end section? Blasts it, throws a big rooster tail of spray. So that was a nicely put together wave for Brisa Hennessy. We saw Brisa in action on the CT this year. She came 20th on the CT in 2016. And that's actually better than she did on the QS. She's hovering around the 50s. She also won the Sunset Pro Junior, so she had a great year for progress as we see the replay. This is a nice angle as well. You can really see how much spray she dislodged on that end section.
The coastline that we are on, as you watch right here, looks like Minami.
Yeah, wow, she committed to that one. And she's only a tiny girl, but plenty of heart going into that turn.
This is wave number 3. Gets in nice and clean, little roundhouse cutback. She was setting up all the way for that big turn. And that's exactly what she did.
So she's got a 5 and a 6. That's a handy way to go 10 minutes into this heat. And we're seeing Caroline Marks jamming a big turn there. And Caroline is only 14.
All in 2016, so it's great. And I've got a lot more, but it's fine.
That's a good year, 2016, shaping up well.
Definitely. Yeah. So hopefully 2017 is exactly the same.
And we've got a score dropping in for the surfer in red, Caroline Marks. She picked up a 4.57 on her last wave. But this is our heat leader, Brisa Hennessy, the Hawaiian come Costa Rican, is getting to work on this one on her backhand and hammering together some turns there. Beautifully done by Brisa Hennessy. She'll be happy with that, looking to get rid of a 5.17, and that last turn was a cracker.
It looks like White's got something going down the line there.
Yeah, here goes Minami. She's linking this one through to the inside, and what's she going to punctuate it with on the end section? It decides just to dive over the back. Here she goes again. Plenty of green face out in front of her. This is a nice looking wave for Brisa Hennessy. Huge turn. Wow, she hammered that. It's a shame there was nothing more left of the wave after she'd done the damage, because that turn was sensational. I reckon she's going to get a pretty decent score.
Here
Talk
we
us
go.
through this one.
Yeah, watch this. She was eyeballing that thing from the start. She saw this thing connected through a huge spray. Judges are going to love that. You know, whenever the judges are kind of far away from the surfers and the surfers toss up giant buckets and fans of water, it scores. And you add a tricky closeout section like that to the equation, that's going to be a high one maneuver wave.
As we get down to 6 minutes remaining in this heat, so 7.5 for just the one turn. And you imagine if she'd been able to bookend that with a couple of other little bits and pieces, you'd be well and truly up into the excellent range. But you play the course in front of you, and she really couldn't have done much better than to ace that one. Yeah, well, you mentioned Leilani's brother, and Noamar's been a fixture in the last couple of years in Portugal. Here goes Brisa Hennessy to see if she can't just really slam the door shut. Again, just slamming the one section behind her. Here goes Carolyn Marks. And, well, she doesn't have priority, but she managed to steal this one off Minami anyway. And, well, it looked like that kind of put her off, because she would have expected her opponent to exercise priority there and maybe put her off that wave.
So they've come back up, and that's always a little bit of a mental stress test, too.
All right, here goes Minami. Wow, she's a little pocket demon, this one. Throws herself into that section and gets swatted for her troubles. In red, still with score to come in as well. Okay, here's the replay of Brisa's wave. Talk us through it, Chris.
Just a beautiful snap right there. Nice little release in that tight pocket. And you watch Caroline behind. She's looking. She's like, oh, are you taking this? Oh, no. Oh, no, you're not. Okay. And then stumbles right there. Never gets her foot back in the right spot. And you can see just slid right off the front. So bad luck right there. And then this not enough time right here. The timing was bad.
Come round two, because it's very much looking like Brisa Hennessy has done all that's required to seal herself a spot in round three as this heat gets counted down. So a very strong opening display from the surfer in blue.